Alright, we've got a product opening today, and I know this is a little late. The Sword and Shield set's been out for about a week. I had a lot of content planned to start on at midnight whenever all of these products dropped, especially the trading card game online, but I ended up having a personal tragedy happen here at home, so I've been dealing with that for a little bit, but getting back into it now with the Sword and Shield Elite Trainer Box. Now, I had pre-ordered this from Amazon, and if you order through Amazon, they don't give you a choice of getting the Zacian or the Zamazenta box, and I definitely wanted the Zacian one because Zamazenta just looks like a wolf in bad Pyroar cosplay. So instead I ended up just canceling my order because it was delayed through Amazon anyway and going straight to Target for this, which ended up hurting my wallet a little more in the long run, but we'll get into that at the end of the video. This is the first Elite Trainer box I've bought since Burning Shadows, and the box itself has actually changed. It's not a full rectangular lid anymore. It's kind of at a slant, but the quality of the box I really like. It's got this glossy finish to it. With kind of the wallpapery looking lines down the back that actually give it some good texture and contrast to the Zacian there. And yeah, you can see there, it's not exactly a full straightaway lid, but it does have those little holographic elements. It's got that shine to it. It's actually a really nice box. I prefer this to the Elite Trainer boxes that they used to have for like the X and Y and the Sun and Moon sets. Because the main appeal for me at least is having a nice looking box to keep cards in, because once you factor in the packs, you're really paying about $10 for the box, the dice, and then if it comes with any tokens or anything. And so yeah, we got the packs in there, which I'll be opening in a bit. I was flipping through the set guide there a little early to kind of remind myself of what all the secret rares were, just to know what to look out for. Mainly, I would really like to have the Zacian V to just match the box set that I have here, and I think that's one of the best looking cards in this set. Just that black border, everything about it. I'd also really like to have the Snorlax V and the Snorlax V Max, just because those two cards look really fun. And if I wanted to consider myself super lucky, I would really like to have that full art Marnie, or even the super rare Golden Quick Ball. That would be really cool. But the card sleeves, back to those, they're actually really nice. I took them out of the pack a little later to kind of see how they hold up against something like a Dragon Shield, and it's not quite as high quality as you might expect as a Dragon Shield or anything, but they're still very nice card sleeves. And then we've got the damage counters here, which are new. If you're familiar with the TCG, that's one of the big changes that is happening with Sword and Shield, is that cards are no longer going to say place damage counters. Because used to they would say like place 3 damage counters, which equates to 30 damage. Now they're just going to say place 30 damage on the card, just to streamline it a little bit, and the dice reflect that. And another thing that was really needed was damage counters that pop up as high as 200. As you can see, they're just sitting on the table. You can just throw down 170 on a Pokemon, which is, due to power creep, something that's going to happen a lot in this set. I mean, you have Pokemon that have upwards of 300 or more HP. And one thing I really appreciate in this box set that really drew me to it was the color schemes. You've got these kind of darker, more regal shades of blue, red, and yellow that kind of pop against each other. And the yellow is kind of used sparingly. You get it a little in the gold trim of Zacian there, but those dividers set against all the red and blue of the box are just really nice. Another thing, if you don't already have the counters for Poison and Burn, these Elite Trainer boxes have really nice, thick tokens that are going to last forever. By this point, I've just got like a stack of each, and anytime a new block of cards come out, I'm always interested in seeing what the slightly redesigned energy cards are like. And these are also super helpful just for having, for if you ever want to hold a draft or a release tournament or anything, it's always good to just have a bunch of random energy left. Thought it was really surprising that they still include the fairy energy in the stack of energy cards, since there aren't any fairy Pokemon in the Sword and Shield block. Those have been kind of reconfigured and merged into the psychic type, but I guess they're just holding out. You know, there's still fairy type cards that you can use in the standard format, just not in this set moving forward. So I guess they will include those fairy type energy with Sword and Shield products until those fairy types are completely rotated out of the format. So altogether, yeah, you know, it's worth the $35 you end up throwing down on it. It's a little bit cheaper on Amazon, like I said, but you don't get to choose if you want the Zacian or the Zamazenta box. So if you don't really care, that's the way to go for the Elite Trainer box. But now let's get into the channel's very first pack opening. Woo! I've made fun of channels before for doing it in this style, but after kind of thinking about it, I really do think that this is the best style to do pack openings, so we're gonna go with it. Let's see what we got in these packs here. So, just so they're kind of revealed to you guys at the same time they are to me, like that Sizzlypede. And Clobbopus, that's another one of my favorites out of the most recent games. Got a shiny little pony there. Yeah, some of these cards I'm not even completely familiar with. I don't really remember seeing them in the pre-release scans. This was my rare in that pack, and I had to go back and look at it, and it's kind of hard to tell, but the holographic cards have changed for this set, where it's kind of this these series of vertical lines in the back that aren't actually part of the foreground. And so I really like how those move. Also, I'll just go ahead and say that the card stock and the quality of the cards has gone up a little too. All right, pack number 2. Let's see what we got. Silicobra. Yamper. That's actually one of my most non-liked Pokemon from the most recent generation. We got Baltoy. Another freaking Yamper. I know that's kind of cool with the background there, but ooh, Indeedee V. All right, well, I'll take that. Got the energy. All right, not too bad. Oh, got that Haunter. I like the art on that Haunter too. All right, pack 3. We'll go rapid fire on this one since I'm getting a lot of repeats. Okay, yeah, not much to say about these. Ooh, Zacian V. There we go. One of the cards I was looking for. Got 2 pretty nice pulls already. Alright. Let's go ahead and peel in pack number 4. Give me those V cards. Oh, that didn't sound quite right. Anyway, I wonder if the Pokemon Company thought about that as like, you know, people are just going to be calling these V cards, and that's not going to sound great. But it is Valentine's Day, so what better day to give V cards than on V-Day, which sounds too similar to VD and has always bothered me. Alright, that pack, not so great. Moving into the next one. Still going rapid fire here, getting a lot of these commons out of the way. I don't have too much to say about most of the cards in this set. It was almost kind of underwhelming. Usually the first in a new block has a lot of huge cards in it, especially going back through the EX and the GX eras. It was like the first Sun and Moon sets, and then the last couple. Same for EX sets, where the very first couple of sets are huge, and then the last couple of sets are huge. And there was a dead period kind of in between, but for Sword and Shield, there's nothing too big coming out. I mean, you got Frostmoth as kind of the new Blastoise that works well with VMAX Lapras. But that's really all I've seen. Ooh, rare candy. That's nice. And then Lucky Egg, sweeping up with a Mantine there at the end. Alright, got 2 packs left. Still looking for a full art trainer. Got another Zigzagoon here. Silicobra, another friggin' Yamper. Alright, okay. 3rd V card, not bad. Actually, this is maybe one of the best pulls I've ever had out of an Elite Trainer box. Yeah. Yeah, so there were 3 out of the 6 or 8 packs. Starting off with a Shelder. Mawile, another Pony. Loading up on ponies and yampers. Alright. Now, not going to be ending with another V card. But, yeah, overall, one of the best pulls I've ever had out of an Elite Trainer box. Usually I would get maybe 1 EX or 1 GX, but no, to have 3 V cards out of the packs included in there, pretty good. Just especially happy at actually pulling the Zacian V out of there. I love the way this card looks, and this one is actually a little different. Upon looking and comparing it to the Indeedee and the Keldeo V, I got this card actually has a texture to it. It's got, like, you can feel the small ridges that kind of permeate through it, and it's hard to catch on the camera. I mean, it's getting the shine very well, but it's really hard to notice all of the little details that actually give this card texture. So yeah, that's going to be really nice to keep just with the box set since it matches. That's just a really great pull. I couldn't be happier with the pulls I got. And I hadn't noticed until I was looking back through the cards, I also got a Holo Professor's Research, which I'm definitely going to be hanging on to. Just you get the same vertical lines across the background there that give the background a shine but leave the foreground kind of matte, and I love that. So as long as they continue this quality with the Sword and Shield block of TCG products, I will remain a customer. I know with the Sun and Moon stuff, I fell off really fast. They got kind of ridiculous with how much stuff was coming out, and kind of just how much focus was put on the GX and the Tag Team GX cards to where it seemed like almost nothing else in those sets really mattered. So I mentioned earlier that I ended up going to Target to get the Elite Trainer box, and while I was there, I was overcome by nostalgia. I saw that they had this YuGiOh Legendary Collection box set there as well, and the main pull for me was they had the Legend of the Blue Eyes and the Metal Raiders, Invasion of Chaos, all of those like original packs that really got me into this TCG. You could get those packs again in this. Now, they're definitely not the same. They're not worth as much as those original box set packs, but I do really like having the sealed materials like that. It also came with the 3 God cards, a Blue Eyes, a Red Eyes, and a Dark Magician. I've always been a sucker for Dark Magician stuff for whatever reason. I don't know. They got me with their marketing. But it's really fun seeing these cards again, seeing these packs again. Even if they are just reprint packs, I know that the cards within these packs actually feature like the current errata for the series. And so they're not the original ones. You can even look at the copyright and see that. But, you know, just the nostalgia which led me to buy this product. Just doing the videos recently about my history with different TCGs and stuff had just really gotten me back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, and even the old DBZ card game that I played for a short period of time. The other draw of picking this up is that it did include an artboard, which I really liked. It wasn't that long ago, I was at a convention and I almost bought a piece of Ultimate Blue Eyes artwork. It was done really well, didn't end up doing that, but I ended up going in on this game board, which does feature some of the prominent cards and the monsters from the sets that are included in here. And then on the back you get the Duelist City, Joey, Yugi, and Kaiba on there. I won't really be playing on this board at all. It's just really going to be a collector's item kind of thing. But overall, I really like this box set, and I consider it a nice little bonus pickup for my journey into the world of retail. But like I said, this is probably just the first of several Sword and Shield purchases, so stay tuned to the channel if you want to see some more product openings for those. Hopefully the next ones will be in a more timely manner upon release date. Just let me know down in the comments if you like the product opening format. Is there a better way you would like to see it structured? And as always, just stay tuned to the channel for vintage Pokemon TCG content as well as other vintage Pokemon content. Find me on Instagram at DrunkShuckle, and until next video, bye.